Welcome to Small Victories Yoga. I'm Melissa, and in this session we're going to be doing a full body hatha yoga practice with emphasis on shoulders. You don't need any props, and as always, you do what feels good, skip what doesn't work, and just try to have some fun. So we're going to begin just in an easy seat on your mat, sitting as tall as comfortable. Close your eyes, pick your shoulders up and roll them down your back. Take a deep inhale and a loud sigh. And with your eyes and your lips closed, I'll ask that you inhale through your nose as I count. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause. Exhale slowly. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And just repeat this a few more times on your own. If you're interested, you could replace the counting with this affirmation. I am not inside my body is inside me. I am not inside my body is inside me. And gently open your eyes, reach your arms up overhead. Interlace your fingers, get really long, so root the sits bones down and reach up. And then bend the right elbow, bring the right elbow to the right hip. Left elbow reaches up to the sky. And if you'd like, you could drop your chin into your chest, adding a little neck stretch here. Maybe you rock your head side to side. And then go ahead, straighten your arms, reach back up, getting long, and then switch sides. Left elbow down towards the left hip. Right elbow reaches up. And if you want to drop your chin again, side to side with the neck, you can. And then go ahead, straighten your arms, get really long here through the spine. And then keeping that length, bring the hands behind the back, interlacing your fingers, knuckles to the mat, heart and gaze up. Inhale. Exhale, release it out. And then bring your hands to your shoulders. And we're going to make big circles with our elbows. One direction, a few times. And then when you feel ready, go ahead, switch sides, opposite direction. And then just release, and we'll come onto our hands and our knees, beginning with a few cow cats. So if at any time your wrists get sensitive, you could go ahead and make fists with your hands. Shoulders and wrists in one line. Knees and hips in one line, lifting the tail, lifting the heart, gazing up. Exhale, cat, arch the back, drop the head as you press the pelvis forward. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Cow. cat,
cow,
cat,
one more round, inhale, cow,
exhale, cat.
and then come to a neutral spine, so your spine parallel to the mat, and lift the left leg straight back the height of your hip, spinning the toes down towards the mat, lengthening your arms, and then if it feels okay, extend the right arm forward. Thumb up, pinky down, tricep glued next to the ear. Getting really long, calm breathing, gaze is down. One more deep inhale. Exhale, release everything to the mat, and we'll switch sides. Right leg kicking back, toes spin towards the mat, left arm reaching forward, finding length, calm breathing. Release everything to the mat. We'll do it one more time. Left leg kicks back, right arm reaches forward, get long from heel to fingertips, and then extend those limbs out to the side, lifting up, calm breathing, gaze is down. One deep inhale. Exhale, come back to center and release, and we'll switch sides. Right leg kicks back, left arm reaches forward, getting long. Extend the limbs to the side, keep breathing. Bring everything back to center, release. Curl the toes under, downward facing dog, and then walk your hands back towards your feet. Feet are hip width distance or a little wider is fine. Squat down. Bring your hands behind your back and interlace your fingers. And then really slowly just start to fold forward. You can keep a deep bend in your knees if you'd like, or you could begin to straighten your legs. Arms over the head, shaking the head out, yes and no. Gently start to squat back down. Release your hands, really slow through the transition. Begin to stand, reaching the fingertips straight up overhead. Right hand grabs the left wrist, reach up, and then go over to the right side. Staying connected to your breathing. Come back to center and switch sides, reaching up and then over to the left. Coming back to center, release, and then once again interlace the fingers behind the back, knuckles to the heel. As you start to turn your gaze up, lifting the heart up and just gently bending back here. Slowly starting to straighten up, tucking your chin, squatting back down, very gently folding forward, arms over your head. You can keep the knees bent or start to straighten the legs. Just one more inhale here. And as you exhale, release your hands to the mat, come into a halfway lift. And then walk your hands all the way back to that downward facing dog. And take a moment or two here to walk your dog. Or you could just stay still, pressing the tailbone to the sky and the heels towards the mat. Pressing both heels down towards the mat. Make sure your fingers are spread wide and you're rooted into your hands. Bring your toes together to touch. And lift the right leg straight back the height of your hip. And then flex the foot, point the toes to the right edge of your mat, and extend that leg out to the right, just like we did in cow-cat. Keep breathing. Gently bend that knee, pull it in tight to your chest. Look at the space between your hands and step your foot between your hands. Setting up a high lunge, rise up, take your time. Sinking, rooting into your feet and into your legs. And then make cactus arms, pressing the elbows back. Lifting the sternum up to the sky. The gaze goes up. Breathing deeply and calmly here. Without changing anything else in your body, start to reach your arms behind you, interlace your fingers, reach the knuckles to the heel. See if you can go back a little bit further. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, start to straighten the spine, slowly fold forward. Release your hands, frame the front foot. Straighten both legs and fold, nose to your knee. And then flatten your back foot. Bring the right hand to the shin or the ankle and sweep the left arm up. Leaning back as you open up. You could allow the fingers to just hover above the mat if you'd like. Getting long from fingertip to fingertip. Calm breathing. Take a deep inhale here. And as you exhale, come to stand. Keep your arms out like a T. Turn the toes to point to the side of the mat. Feet are parallel. Standing really tall. Softening the shoulders as you lengthen the spine and the neck. Calm breathing. Bring your hands behind your back, interlace the fingers. Start to lift the gaze up, the heart up as you gently bend back. See if you can bring your right thumb on top of your left. Keep breathing. Deep inhale. And as you exhale, you slowly straighten up. Long spine, chin parallel to the mat as you fold forward. Nice and smooth and slow through the transition. Fold all the way down. Arms over your head. Can shake your head out, yes and no. Relax your neck. Keep breathing. Release your hands to the mat. Lift the spine so it's parallel. Get really long from the crown of your head to your tailbone. And then bring your hands to your hips and come to stand. Once again, arms out like a T. Point your toes to the front of your mat. Reach the right fingers forward until you tip over into triangle, just briefly. Leaning back, finding the length. Extending the top arm over your head, palm is down. Bend into that front knee for an extended side angle. So fingertips can be on the mat, or you can bring the forearm to the thigh, whatever feels better. Getting long from the outside of your back foot to the tips of your reaching hand. Keep breathing. Take one more inhale. And as you exhale, gently cartwheel your hands down inside of your right foot, spinning onto the ball of the back foot, pausing in this low lunge, calm breath. Picking up that right foot, stepping it back, high push-up. And then slowly lowering all the way down to the mat. Lift your heart up, your gaze up, Cobra Pose, inhale. Lifting all the way up, pressing into the tops of your feet, upward facing dog. Curl the toes, press back, downward facing dog. Take a moment or two and walk it out. Fingers are spread wide, rooting into your hands. Bring your toes together to touch. Lift the left leg the height of your hip, straight back. Flex the foot, point the toes to the left side of the mat, and extend that leg out to the left. Calm breathing here. Bend that knee, pull it into your chest. Look at the space between your hands. Step that foot between your hands and come on up, high lunge. Take your time. Softening and sinking here. And cactus arms, press your elbows back. Gaze up, open your heart up. Feel your spine lengthening. Keep breathing. Bring your arms behind your back, interlace your fingers, knuckles to the back heel. See if you can go back a little bit further. Take one last inhale. And as you exhale, slowly start to straighten through your spine. And as you fold forward, release your hands, frame your front foot, straighten the leg, nose to your knee. Flatten your back foot, left hand to the shin or the ankle as you sweep the right arm up, leaning back. Once again, fingers can hover if you'd like. Just one more inhale. And as you exhale, come on up to stand. Toes point to the side of the mat, feet are parallel. Lift your knees, lengthen your spine, soften your gaze. Bring your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Start to gaze up, lift your heart up as you bend back, left thumb on top of the right this time. Just one deep inhale. And as you exhale, slowly start to straighten up, chin parallel to the mat, folding it forward with a long spine, nice and easy and smooth here. Arms over your head. Relax your neck, shake it out. Release your hands to the mat, spine parallel to the mat, once again getting along. Hands to your hips, gently, slowly start to stand up. Arms out like a T, left toes point to the front of your mat. Reach the left fingers forward. Keep reaching until you tip over. A brief triangle here, leaning back. Extending the top arm over your head, tricep glued next to the ear, palm down. Bending into that front knee, extended side angle. Reaching your bottom rib to the side of your mat. Reaching the top rib up to the sky. Keep breathing, you got this. Take a deep inhale right here. And as you exhale, very slowly start to cartwheel your hands down, coming into that low lunge. Pausing here. Pick up your left foot and step it back, high push-up, and then lower slowly all the way down to the mat. Roll up, Cobra Pose, all the way up, upward facing dog. Lifting the heart, gazing up, take a deep inhale. Exhale, curl the toes, press back, down dog. Take a moment, walk it out. And then drop to your knees. Lift the right arm, reach it up to the sky, and then pull it through. Drop your shoulder and your cheek to the mat. Thread the needle here. Then come back up to long arms. We'll switch sides. Left arm reaches up, pull it through, dropping the shoulder in the cheek. And then come on back to long arms. Fingers are spread wide, root into your hands. Curl the toes under, press back, downward facing dog. And take a moment here, walk your dog. Bringing your toes together to touch again, lift the right leg the height of your hip. Point the toes straight down towards the mat. So you could even look back at your foot and see if you could draw a straight line from the toe to the mat. Feeling the inner thigh come alive here. Calm breathing, relax your head. And then walk your hands halfway up the mat so that the standing foot is flat. You can have a bend in that knee if you'd like. Keep pressing that right heel away from you. Calm breathing. Walk your hands slowly back to that standing foot. Keep working the right leg, press the heel away from you. And if you want to play around a little bit, grab the ankle with one hand. Maybe two hands, maybe not. Keep breathing. If you have the ankle, bring the hands back to the mat. Keep that leg lifted. Walk back into your three-legged dog. Bring that leg out to the right side and then lift the left arm up off the mat for an awkward dog. Calm breathing. Bring the hand and the foot to the mat. You could give it a little walk if you'd like. And then we'll switch to the opposite side. So feet come together to touch, fingers are spread wide. Lifting the left leg straight back. Peeking back at that foot, pointing, making sure the toes are pointed straight down. Wake up that inner thigh, keep breathing. Walk your hands halfway up the mat. Standing foot is flat. Left heel presses away from you like you're putting a footprint on the wall behind you. Walk your hands all the way back to that standing foot. Left leg keeps working. Maybe you play around a little bit, grabbing the ankle with one hand, two hands, calm breath. If you have the ankle, bring the hands back to the mat. Gracefully down, three-legged dog. Extending that leg out to the left, lifting up the right arm, calm breathing here. Bring the hand and the foot to the mat. Excellent job. Drop to your knees. Come on down to your forearms and interlace your fingers. Lift the tail to the sky. Walk your feet close to your face, coming into dolphin pose. Toes touch. Rising up to the balls of the feet, relax your neck, let your head drop, but head is off the mat, calm breathing. Slowly, one foot at a time, step to the back edge of your mat. Pull your shoulders forward, low plank, you got this. Stay connected to your breath. Lift the hips, walk it back into that beautiful dolphin pose. Feet touch, rising to the balls of the feet, neck relaxed, calm breathing. Step to the back edge of your mat, pull the shoulders forward, low plank, here we go. Bonus round, one more time, yes you can. Walk it back up to dolphin, toes touch. Maybe this time you lift the right leg, maybe you don't, and that's okay, keep breathing. If the leg is lifted, return it, lift the opposite leg. Step it to the back edge of your mat, here we go, last one, make it count. You can drop the knees anytime you want. Drop the hips, well done. Flat, release your hands, gaze up, Cobra Pose, inhale. Exhale, roll all the way down to the mat. One ear to the mat, arms long at your sides, palms down. Pick up your shoulders and roll them down your back. And then turn the other cheek to the mat. Take an inhale. And then turn your chin to the mat. Bring your arms out like a T. Bring your right hand next to your right shoulder and step the right foot behind you. And you can press into that right hand to add a little extra tension if you'd like, just to intensify the stretch. Your breath is calm and free here. And then gently roll back onto your belly, arms out like a T. Left hand comes next to the left shoulder and the left foot steps behind you. Slowly roll back onto your belly. Bring both hands next to your shoulders. Roll up, Cobra Pose. Take an inhale. And then as you exhale, press back, Child's Pose. Dropping the third eye to the mat. Bringing your arms at your sides. Stay connected to your breathing. And then bring your arms long in front of you. Come on up to your hands and your knees, and then just find a seat in the center of your mat. Feet are parallel, arms long in front of you, hands parallel, and then very slowly start to unroll. Take your time. If there's something in your hair, pull it out so that you can get comfortable. Keep your knees bent as we set up for bridge pose. You can measure it off. Longest finger touches the backs of the heels. Feet are about hip width distance apart. A little wider is fine. And then very slowly lift your hips and start to roll up. Nice and easy here. And when you get all the way to the top, you could keep the arms long or scooch the shoulders, interlace the fingers, pressing down to lift up. Keep breathing. Press down, lift up a little bit higher. If the hands are interlaced, release them. And as slow as you can, unroll. Just one vertebrae at a time lands. And when your hips land, just pause. Take an inhale. Side out. And we'll do it one more time. So lifting the hips, you gently roll up. When you reach the top, if you feel like interlacing the fingers, you can. Scooching the shoulders, you can. And you have the option to lift the heels, but if that doesn't feel good, you drop them. If you'd like, you could lift the right leg and point the toes, or you skip it, not a big deal. Breathing. The leg is lifted, drop it. Perhaps you lift the opposite leg, maybe you don't. Leg is lifted, return it. Last time, press down to lift up. Gently release the hands and as slow as you can, unroll. Imagine each vertebrae, one at a time, kissing the mat. If your heels are lifted, they are the last to land. So it's hips, then heels. When you land, you bring one hand on your belly and one hand on your heart. And you can bring the soles of your feet together and open your knees wide. Or you widen your feet as wide as the mat and knock your knees together. Close your eyes. Take a deep inhale and a sigh. Returning to your calm Ujjayi breathing. Return to that affirmation. I am not inside my body is inside me. Being reminded that you are a soul. You have a body. Your body is just temporary clothing for your soul. Open your eyes. Hug your knees into your chest, and you can rock side to side. Make little circles with your knees, one direction and then the other. Keeping a hold of your right knee, drop the left foot to the mat and then straighten the right leg. Reach up, grab the shin or the ankle. So we're going to do scissor legs. Straightening the left leg, allowing it to hover 2 inches off the mat. Knee to your nose. Release, left leg lifts, knee to nose. Right leg, that's 3. Keep going. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right leg up, left leg down. Bring your arms long at your sides. 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right leg up. 10 more. This time we just pump the arms up and down. You go? You got it? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Excellent. Hug your knees into your chest. Take an inhale. Good. Bring your arms long, palms down, and roll up into a shoulder stand. So if there's any pain, pinching, tightness in your neck, come out of this immediately. Otherwise, you start to lift the toes up to the sky, pressing the hips toward your face, pressing the feet towards the back edge of your mat. Calm breathing. Very slowly start to lower the legs over your head into a plow position. If the feet don't touch the mat, keep the hands at the low back. If the toes touch the mat, you can bring the arms long, pressing the heels away from you. Calm breathing. If you'd like, coming into Deaf Man's, bend your knees. Keep your arms long at the mat, or you give yourself a little back massage. If you'd like, you could wrap the arms around your legs. Everybody, bring your arms long on the mat, palms down. And as slow as you can go, unroll one vertebrae at a time. Feel that space between your vertebrae lengthening. When your hips land, straighten your legs and then just slowly lower all the way down to the mat. Reach your arms over your head, full body stretch, deep inhale. Exhale, relax. And then hug your knees into your chest. And from here, we're going to come into a happy baby. So you can grab the outsides or the insides of your feet. Knees and ankles are in one line as you press the tailbone down. If it feels okay, you'd like, you could rock side to side. Keep breathing. Gently release your feet. Allow them to drop to the mat, and then cross the right leg over the left. Lift your feet up off of the mat and reach up, grab your heels. Gently pulling the heels in towards your shoulder. Go ahead and drop your head. Calm breathing here. Release your feet, switch sides, gently grabbing the heels, pulling them in towards your shoulders, neck and head are relaxed. Release the feet, uncross, drop the heels to the mat. Bring your arms out like a T once again. Cross the right leg tightly over the left, and then lift your hips up, scooch them to the right side of your mat. Turn your gaze to the right and drop your knees to the left. Turning the palms of the hands up to face the ceiling. Take an inhale and a sigh here. And then start to reach that right arm up, across, touching your left hand, and then just very slowly glide the fingers back, opening back up, and then just pause here. Feeling the space that you've created by doing that. And if it felt good, go ahead and do it again. Reach up and over, hands touch, and then just beautifully glide it back. If you want to do it a third time, feel free. Otherwise, you skip it. Reaching up and over, stretching it out, and then slowly gliding it back, opening up. Bringing your knees back to center, uncross. Realign your body center of your mat. Left leg crosses over the right. Lifting the hips, scooching them to the left. Gaze to the left, knees to the right. Settling in here, take an inhale and a sigh. And if you'd like, you lift the left arm, reach across, hands touch, and then glide it back, opening up. If it felt good and you want to do it again, go for it. Last time, reaching up, lengthening and stretching, and then gliding it back. Bring your knees back to center, uncross. Hug them into your chest. And you can rock side to side or make those little circles one direction and then the other. And then hugging yourself into a ball, a moment of gratitude. Think of just one thing to be grateful for. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, you come right into your Shavasana. Any last minute adjustments, feel free to go ahead and take. Begin by taking a deep inhale through your nose, filling your lungs, and hold your breath. Hold it at the top. A big sigh out of your mouth. Calm, everyday breathing. Just allowing your body to melt into the mat. Bring your awareness to your toes, the balls of your feet, your arches and your heels, and all those tiny bones in your feet. Feel them relax. Your ankles relax. Your shins and your calves sink. Your knees are relaxed. Your thighs and your thigh bones melt. Feel your hips, glutes, pelvis, all of your internal organs sink. Feel your entire spinal column slowly just melt right into your mat. Your shoulders and your angel bones relax. Your ribs and your lungs relax. Your heart quietly beats in your chest. All of the muscles in your back melt. Biceps, triceps, elbows, forearms, wrists, all 10 fingers. Those tiny bones in your hands, even your fingernails relax. Your neck is relaxed. Your chin, jaw, teeth, tongue, lips relax. Ears, cheeks, and nose relax. Eyes, eyeballs, eyelids, and eyebrows relax. Forehead, scalp, and brain. Your entire body is relaxed. Please stay right here in Shavasana for another 3 to 5 minutes, longer if you can. I am not inside my body is inside me. Your soul is not contained within the limits of your body is contained within the limitlessness of your soul. Thank you for joining me today. I'll see you next time. Namaste.